Okay, I broke down and I ordered me a starter. Yeah, my starter died a long time ago, and look over the background and trying to do this on a phone. So I broke down and ordered me one. I got this one. I got it off of Amazon, and it's supposed to be, I think, the San Francisco one. Got the paperwork with it here. It does have information, so it tells you that what you'll need: digital scale, which I have right here, a glass jar container, and I like using a tall one so you give it room to go up. Let's see, your 2-ounce live sourdough starter flour. I have it says any unbleached. I have got King Arthur unbleached bread flour, and then I've got some of their whole wheat because I like to use a little wheat in there. It kind of amps it up, or that's what I've seen in the past using it. Plastic spoon or spatula. I'll be honest with you, I like using wood, so sometimes I'll use plastic too. And then you want bottled or filtered water, and no tap water. I don't use tap water. Clean paper towel or cloth, it says, to go on top of it. I've always just put the lid, but I don't close it tightly or anything. I leave it where it's loose. And then rubber bands. So yeah, I'll bring you right back. Okay, then it's got for day 1, as you can see, so they give you good instructions. And it says reactivate your starter and set your scale to ounces, which I will do. Place your empty jar on your scale, and you're going to tare it out to 0. Pour all of the starter in there. 0 your scale again. Add 2 ounces of bottled water and 2 ounces of unbleached flour. Mix thoroughly. Cover your jar. And it says to leave it out at room temperature on your counter for 12 to 24 hours. Now I have put it in the oven as well too, to let it, like with the light on. Okay, I've got it on ounces. Put my jar on there. Tear it out. Okay. Wait a minute, that thing went wacky. Let me redo that. Put it on, ounces, tear. Okay. I did not get me a spatula. That's one thing that I forgot to get out. Okay. Because I want to get all of that starter and look over, yeah, my mess. Okay. Got that. Now it said to put your starter. Now this starter actually leaked in the bottom of the box. I noticed. That was one thing that I did notice. We've got a little bit of hooch in there. Whew, boy, smells strong. Very stout. See if I can show you. Yeah, it smells like starter, all right. So I'm just gonna. I mixed that up because it wasn't black. The hooch wasn't black or anything. It's just hungry. I do believe it's hungry starter. So I'm going to try to get all of this out that I can because I do want this, you know, I want this starter to make it. I've been trying to make my own for a while now, and I finally got fed up with it because I'm like, you know what? I'm having to buy so much flour for this. I may as well just order one. I don't know anyone around here that, you know, has it to get one from, so yep, I just went with it. Yeah, mine, I had stored it in the fridge and it had died on me, so I'm actually going to pause you till I get this in here. Okay, now we put 2 ounces of water. So didn't quite have, I'm going to put Well, I think I can get the rest of that in there. It was actually 1.9 starter, so I put 1.9 water to keep it kind of, you know, because I want it to make it. I don't want to have to try to make one my own self again. Just, yeah. Okay, and then it says 2 ounces of flour. So, and like I said, I'm using some wheat. This is bread flour, and then I'm going to use some wheat. Okay, I'm going to get me some wheat. Yeah, I want to start back making bread. Almost got it. Yeah, it wasn't quite 2 ounces. There we go. Okay, now it says to stir it. So I'm gonna stir it up, and we'll go from there. Let me move my scale over. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I like using wood. I don't always. Sometimes I use plastic too. Now, let me mush that down. But I want to show you what it looks like after I get it kind of mushed down in there. But that starter, it had a really good smell to it. Did not smell bad. Stout, but it didn't smell bad. And looked like it had been very active in the box because it had actually came out. So I'm assuming they fed it, it rose, and actually some escaped from the jar because there was some under it. Okay. Yeah, I got it up on the sides, but it'll be all right. And then tomorrow, we'll have to do what it says for day 2. And, yeah, it kind of gives you it's got a good smell to it. It doesn't smell rank, so I'm glad about that. But see here, we got day 2, so yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and do what it says for day 2, and I'll show you, you know, what it's done, because I have to leave this sitting 12 to 24 hours after I cover it, and it should start bubbling. I mean, I had Sourdough Starter for a long time, and it done awesome. I mean, I had a lot, and yeah, I was shocked that it actually did not come back alive after having it. Of course, I had it in the fridge a long time, but I've seen where several people keep theirs in the fridge for years and have no problem. But that, yeah, it kicked on me. And so here we go. We're going to start again. Now, what I'm going to do with the rubber band is I'm going to take it. I think one of them is if I'm going to put a cloth, if I put a cloth over it, which, you know, I've got some cotton cloth because I like to use cotton when I'm making sourdough, actually, to go over some of, well, even yeasted, I like to use some cotton dish towels, but so he's trying to pop off on me. And it did. Okay. what you're doing is with this, and it's so far down at the bottom, it's hard to do it. But you want to get it on, like right there, where you can see where you were at. So that whenever you watch this rise, you can tell if it doubles or not. Because, you know, you're going to want it to come up. And you want to be able to see where it comes up. So if you've got that rubber band, you can watch it as it goes up. And hopefully that's a very live one, and I tried to get every drop of that out, but as you can see, there's a little bit in there. Couldn't get it out, but some of it came out in the box. So yeah, but I'll bring you back tomorrow and let you know how it did. Okay, I decided I wasn't going to waste that little bit that was in this container. So yeah, I put me some flour and water in there, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's bubbles already starting. So hopefully this is going to be nice and active, because I already see bubbles in there. Okay, I'm going to show you. See, it has had rise, as you can see. And if we look inside, we have, well, there we go. See all those bubbles? So it is very much alive. And I was wrong. This is not San Francisco. I ordered the ancient grains, or I think that's what it was called. Ancient and mature, or something like that. But you see all those bubbles? Oh yeah, it's very much alive. It's got a good smell. It's not harsh at all. And we did have some rise. So this one here, as you can see, there's bubbles. So yeah, little amount, just a small amount of starter in there. So I'm not going to show you, but now I'm going to do what it says for day 2. I'm going to take my empty jar, you know, scale it out 0 on my scale with the grams weight, and then I'm going to put this jar on there and get the weight of the starter that's in the jar, and then I'm going to just put that much flour and water, and should strengthen it for both of them. But yeah, it's very active. So, and we did have some rise, as you can see. Oh my goodness, look who's alive. Yeah, I fed the one, it was about right here after it deflated. So then I split it to the 2, and look, yeah. I mean, here's my rubber band on this one, and here it is on this one. This is ready to bake with, for sure. Which it was ready before, but I wanted to make enough, because if I used what I had to bake with, then I wasn't going to have anything left. So, yeah. But look at that. Yeah.